All right, hey everybody. So we haven't been doing a door court for a while. A lot of stuff going on. Walker's heading into high school. San Francisco's opening from the Corona shutdown. But we're gonna talk some Marvel. We're totally digging Loki, right?
Yeah.
So we're on episode 3 of Loki, Lamentis, and we have some thoughts about that one, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We liked WandaVision. We did WandaVision. Yeah. What else? Falcon and Winter Soldier. I can't believe we didn't even do a door court while that was going on, but it's because we loved it.
Yeah.
Just like a whole door court of us going, ah! You know, who's going to watch that?
Too busy drooling while we're watching the show.
Right.
So, I first off would like to say, I called her being Enchantress. I called
You did. You were pretty good. Even before last week in the French credits or something, it said the actress's name was Sylvie, and so everybody knows that Sylvie is the Enchantress's real name. So that kind of gave it away. But you called it before that.
I did.
You were like, "This is the Enchantress." What made you think of that? Because everybody I knew was like, "That's Lady Loki, of course."
Well, I remembered both the Enchantress had blonde hair and that tiara kind of thing, I think.
Oh, so it was a physical thing.
It was, yeah.
Huh, that's cool. Well, what do you want to talk about the problem with the third story and why we're starting now?
Yes.
It's because it's kind of a side quest. Nothing really happens,
Yeah.
right? So here's the thing. I was just talking to Mimi about this, that the Marvel guys have the great big rock band problem, where the first album a band releases is spectacularly successful. Everybody loves it, but it's because they had 15 years to work on it from when they were boys in 8th grade, and they have this perfect thing. So when it's, they get signed by a record studio, comes out, they're amazing, and it looks like they're crazy. But now their second album has to come out in a year to take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. So they worked on the first one for 15 years, and it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Like every Pixar movie, they have 300 people looking at the narrative, and they shellac over every crack. So when it comes out, it's perfect, and everybody goes, "Oh, Pixar's perfect." It's like, yeah, they're throwing brains at it.
Yeah.
So that's Marvel. Kevin Feige has a view of the whole thing, and then he hires somebody to do their job and lets them do it. So you get something perfect like Black Panther, because Ryan Coogler is from Oakland, and he gets that whole thing, like Killmonger's thing at the end, like, believe in the fairy tale kid from Oakland. Oh my God, that was so perfect. And it's because Feige just lets people do what they do. Mm-hmm. But now, because of the Rona, Black Widow's messed up. They had the reveal in Falcon and the Winter Soldier that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is Nick Fury's girlfriend, the Contessa. It's all messed up. So they have to just get stuff out until they're on even track again.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling one of the problems there is episode 3 of Loki. Because, what did you say? It feels like a side quest.
Yeah.
It's not really addressing anything. We don't really learn anything. The Enchantress tells us, I'm just going to call her the Enchantress because you're 100% right about that. The Enchantress tells us how enchanting works. She has to touch you. You have to get into the mind. You're 14 now, right? Can you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about, like, the narrative.
Yeah.
They have Loki, like, singing Norse songs in the train, the Snowpiercer train. Nothing about it really seemed very original.
Yeah.
To the point where your planet is called Lamentis, and since we just watched Conan on Father's Day, we know that what is best in life is to hear the lamentis of their women. Not lamentations.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I kind of liked it. I spent the whole time looking at Loki's shirt without the jacket on, with the collar and the cool raglan sleeves and how the yoke worked in the back. And I mean, I love textiles and costumes, but when I'm spending the whole episode looking at that, maybe what's happening isn't really, holding my interest.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I didn't really like that episode, but I did like the first 2 episodes. Those were really good.
This one just seemed kind of like a placeholder episode. When I was talking to Mommy upstairs, I said, there's just something about human nature that if they tell you have 13 episodes, you have 10 episodes of story and a couple of filler episodes. But if they tell you have 10 episodes, you have 8 and 2 fillers. If they tell you have 8, you have 6 and 2. There's just something funny about the writer's human nature is that, like, I'm going to spend a whole episode and do character work and just stop the story dead. Now, I got a feeling these guys are professionals. So I got a feeling stuff that is, we're going to find out in later episodes, that stuff that happened in this episode has ramifications. The whole, like, talking to the TVA agent, drinking margaritas, and that you, to enchant strong brains, you have to give them a little place for the strong brains to go, so they're tricked a little and give you the information that you want. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That might have something to do with something later, but I don't get how this fits into the whole thing. But this is I'm doing the same thing I make fun of people on Facebook about. You can't review the entire book just based on chapter 3.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling this is going to mean something later. But as of right now, I'm like, I was looking at the costumes, which they do a great job. The sets are great. You know, the costumes are great. The actors are great.
Yeah.
I really like the 13th Doctor. The girl playing the Enchantress, she's great. But this episode sort of played up what I don't like about the girl Doctor Who, and that there's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
One of the things I kind of didn't like about this episode, and it's very generic and not Marvel, that every time they walked up to the plate to take a big swing, the writers backed off from it. And Tom Hiddleston is such a good actor, you kind of don't get that right away. But when Loki's talking about love is, and you're like on the edge of your seat, oh my God, Loki's about to tell us what love is. I got to know. It's like, I haven't really thought about that. I'm going to have some more champagne. What a storytelling cheat. And then, okay, I get it if they're serving up the next one. He addresses it again. Love is hate. That's nonsense. And then they make a big point of view of saying, oh, that's nonsense. All right. And then it's like, oh, here, that's an invisible knife metaphor. Oh, that's a silly metaphor. So every time when he's going to say something that you want to hear, they go right up to it and then make a joke out of it. Oh my God. That's not, you want balls from Loki, right? Mm-hmm. And if not that a character in there, somebody in the story, you want some balls. And that was just nutless. Don't you want to know what the God of Mischief thinks about love? Mm-hmm. Tell us, Loki. All right, that's kind of a lame end for the Dork Court.
But
it's kind of a lame episode.
Yeah.
All right, see you next week, I guess. Are we back? Are we doing the stuff over the summer? We did lots of Dork Courts last summer because we were stuck inside, but we're preparing for high school now.
We'll do our best.
All right, so what's that tell you? Good luck, everybody.